Hello and welcome to Open Boosters. I'm still here with my cousin Bob. He says hi.
Hi.
There you go. All right, and so we have Mirage now. I don't even have to go to the down cam. This is also one of his big sets that he loves. So we're going to open up two. We're going to get the Lion's Eye Diamond guaranteed. He already guaranteed it to me. Otherwise, he owes me money.
Okay, let's see what we can do. You can tell this is me because I don't have any blue gloves on.
That's right. And I don't either. But I could get them.
All right, this time I'll open it so you don't see them.
Right.
Flip it over. Now, is this the same setup?
I would assume it's the same setup, yes.
Okay, so that means it's probably wrong.
Exactly.
All right. So,
I haven't opened a Mirage in a while. So.
yeah, I haven't opened one myself in a long time. So, what do we got? Visualizing Cascade.
Yeah, gain 3 life. Let's do this.
That's a good.
That's actually a really good stream of life.
Yeah, funky stream of life. Good in some commander decks. That'd be great.
Yep.
For common, anyway, it's great. Fellow Earth.
Put target land on top of owner's library. Land removal, but they get it back.
Yeah, it slows them down.
Yep. As long as you slow them down, it's better.
Or we can make them throw it in the graveyard.
Well, yeah, sure.
What do we got here? Lead Golem.
Like on attacks, it does not untap during.
That was
next
one of.
attack phase.
That was an interesting thing to play with. Wasn't my favorite, but it did make the game interesting.
Yeah, but I didn't want it.
Well, because it was the whole series. If you just played with that series, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
What do we got? Soul Echo. I always like this one.
Yeah, I think I may have screwed up. That might be a rare.
Yeah. Oh, we'll know on the second one. Yeah, I think you're right. Because I'm pretty sure that's not a common.
So those are all 3 uncommon, and then that would be the rare.
So it wouldn't be right unless I did things backwards. All right, let's make sure. Let's going to put that to rare up the top. All right, let's see if this is. Yep, yep, we did it wrong.
Yes, that's normal though.
All right, Dark Ritual. In another, what is this, the 4th incarnation of Dark Ritual?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Dark Ritual, same text, different flavor.
Yep, those we weren't really that excited at by that point to get it, but they're always still a good card to have after you had 400 of them.
Well, it is black border.
Flanking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I loved flanking.
Flanking was a great one, and that
It just
made you
gave
think. It made you think,
Yeah.
and that was always a good part of this game to make you think. Yeah.
But creatures are kind of obsolete in Magic. So sad.
Then we got
Yeah.
variation on a sea serpent that isn't that great.
Well, it's still a lower casting cost, so that made it a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice artwork though. Agility.
Gives it flanking.
Yep.
And +1/+1, which is actually really good because it's kind of like giving it +2/2, but not really.
Well, the thing is, you could put it on something really cool,
Yes.
and that made it really nasty. And basically a war mammoth.
Different name.
Yep. So in case you wanted to have 8 war mammoths in your deck, you could now have that.
Yay!
And if I remember right, this is the first of the big series that didn't have lands as part of the boosters.
I don't think so.
No?
I think Alliances didn't. Well, it had lands, but not basic lands. Are you referring to basic lands? Or are you
Basic lands came in Ice Age and Legends booster packs.
No. Basic lands don't come in Legends.
They didn't?
No.
Okay. I'm wrong. Sorry.
You have Urborg, you got Caracas. I mean, those aren't basic lands.
Here we had the Civic Guild Mage. These wizards were kind of cool because they worked in 2 or 3 color decks, and they were pretty effective for a 1 casting cost creature. I remember that.
I mean, blue, tap, put target creature you control on top of owner's library. If it's about to go to the graveyard, you save your creature.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying to make the commons interesting, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Cloak of Invisibility. Gains phasing. Oh, yeah, we had the phasing in here. This one you had to be creative to make work to your
Yeah.
benefit. But you could put this on someone else's creature and make it phase out,
Which is good.
which was what I usually tried to do with it. And for 1 mana, it made them have to work harder to goof around because it was even hard to disenchant that way because it wasn't there.
Yeah. So this one also has another thing on there.
What was it?
And cannot be blocked except by walls. So it's actually much better than that. You would put it on your creature so you don't get blocked by walls. I mean, you have to
or you
block
put
with,
walls
you have to block with walls.
Or you put walls in your deck and use this to make their creature so they have to walk into it.
Well,
Even when they're in the board, they're not that good.
No. It says and cannot be blocked by walls. So let's say.
Oh, they can't be blocked by walls. Right.
So if I put it on my creature, then and cannot be blocked except by walls.
Except by walls.
Right. So I put it on my creature so I can get through.
Or you put it on their creature and have walls in your deck.
I would rather the other way. Because
that's why we have good games, because we totally think different.
They're more likely not to have walls.
Yeah, but if their creature has to go through walls and you have walls on your side, then it doesn't work even when it's in play.
It doesn't matter, because even if I have my walls, I'm going to be able to block them. They're just going to get to phase.
No, they can only be blocked by walls.
Except by walls, right? Except.
Yeah.
So it's an exception, not requirement.
So it can be blocked by walls, but nothing else.
Right. So if I have a creature on the other side of the board with flanking and they're attacking, they can be blocked by walls. And if if you put it on there, they can't be blocked by anything else but walls, except by walls, right? So if I have like a Juggernaut, they'll be able to hit me.
True.
So it gives them an advantage, unless you're playing with a wall deck, which even that just makes this thing phase in and phase out.
Yeah,
I would rather.
They're still only getting a use of it half the time.
I would rather play someone and assume they're not having walls, and then play it on my creature so I can hit them with the low giant. Than not.
See, this is where it's a good card because it makes us think and how to use it.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm right.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying there's multiple ways of making that work.
Well, that's true, but I don't think.
And that's the mark of a good card. If there's multiple ways of making it work, when you bring it out, somebody doesn't know how you're using it.
True, but
like Chronotog.
Yeah. Well, you played Chronotog. I just bolted it off the table. I didn't even want to know what you were going to do with it.
Anyway,
yeah,
let's continue.
All right.
Ritual of Steel.
It's a good card because
kind
of cheap and you get to draw another card.
Yeah. Anything that makes you draw another card and boost your character, that's good.
Yeah.
And Memory Lapse. Counterspell.
Yeah, it's a blue and 1 too.
Yep. So it's a cheap counterspell, and you could probably use that with black to pop it off their deck somehow, or millstone it.
Millstone.
Yep.
No, flanking with first strike.
Yep.
Love that card too.
2/2 for flanking. Those were good too, because for that price for 1 and 2.
Yeah, you can take out a 3/3 easy.
Good card. And first strike, never a bad thing. Sandstorm. The Plinker deck killer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or get rid of all the prodigals. Well, they don't attack, so that would be different. Yeah, so just a goblin deck killer.
And your hand. Not a very good card, but it does take up board space. Don't forget this one now.
Okay. Let's see if we can
open it the right way.
Let's see if we can open it the right way. So what was the backs were
uncommon.
Yeah.
So
we'll get
forward facing common.
All right. So we're probably going to complain about how I open, but that's okay.
That's fine.
So we can just flip it over and work from there.
The people who like the channel are awesome. So.
All right. Sewer rats.
Sewer rats are always good.
Yeah. Anything that was the 1 casting cost that can do nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Always a good thing. I actually like the artwork on that rat too. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Rat deck. Let's go.
All right.
Charging.
Crash of Rhinos. Big banging trampler.
Yeah. 2 green and 6.
Yeah. Giant growth that guy. And
you're gonna win. If it gets through, you're gonna win. Or they can plot and get a bunch of life.
Now the charms I always liked. They always give you a nice little option on stuff.
Gives it haste. Or deals 1 damage to target creature, or destroys target wall.
Always found these nice and effective because you never know what you're going to be drawing mana-wise, and sometimes this could just boost the right thing at the right time.
Or you need just 1 more point of damage to kill something.
Yep. There's always a good use for it.
Bury target non-black creature. I love that. The better version of terror.
Except the cost more.
Yeah, still. Better terror.
Rampage.
Of course.
Get more lands on the table. A lot of variations of this. I think this was the first one.
Yeah. No, because there's one in Legends that actually went into your deck. It's green into
but
Untamed Wilds.
Oh, okay. All right.
But this is cheaper, so I would prefer it because you want ramp fast.
Yeah, because that was like 2 green, wasn't it?
Green and 2.
Green and 2. Okay. Flare. Flare was always a good one.
It's always good to have 7 pieces of flare.
Well, and get you draw a card. So you can pink something and draw a card. There was a lot of good mechanics in this series. Merfolk. We didn't have quite enough of them by that point.
That's right. That's why you got a Merfolk Tribal.
Another one to draw a card. And that's one you could keep using over and over again.
Correct.
Draw a card. So that's always good. Never enough cards.
But only when you put it into the graveyard. But make sure it's untapped. Play only when defense is chosen.
Dazzling Beauty.
Target unblocked creature is considered blocked. Draw a card at the beginning of your next turn's upkeep. It's awesome because you get to draw a card, and it's an instant.
And
so you leave yourself untapped, and they come in.
Yeah, and they expect to get through.
Yeah.
And it can throw off a whole battle plan.
Yep.
At least for a round.
And only for white and 2 to throw off a battle plan.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Just what we needed. The 734th Dark Ritual of the set.
Yeah, more agility.
More agility.
We can jump around.
But these were only in this series, so might have a couple of those. Another Sea Serpent.
Yeah, I think we're in a pattern now.
Yeah, we might be.
The pattern.
No? I should say
that's
Kukimasa. Oh. And we shall. So I didn't see what it said. Somebody else probably did, and if you guys know Mirage, well.
My bad.
All right. Igneous Golem.
It's still only for 2.
Yeah, it was a little expensive.
It's too expensive to put on the board.
Yeah, it's a little expensive. And if you later on had mix it with some of the older cards that reduce the artifact cost, it's actually a pretty good card.
Yeah. Well, it reduces it to 1 to make it trample.
Well, I mean, just casting it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Tronlands.
Yeah. Assuming Ferocity. No creature.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't remember ever even using this one. It's okay, I guess. I probably looked at it and said that's too many words on that one and didn't feel like using it.
Well, you got to bury the creature at the end.
Yeah.
And it deals damage to its controller, the amount equal to its power.
If I used it,
so it's always building up and building up until it gets destroyed. So what you really need is some kind of sacrificing creature thing that brings out other creatures. So
if I used this, it was accidentally in a draft deck.
Yeah. I mean, it works.
Yeah, it's not a bad card. It's just, there's a little better ones to do it.
Nocturnal Raid.
I've used this one a lot. This was a good card. This was great in a swamp walking deck.
Yep. Evil Presence, then beat the crap out of
him. And Benthic Djinn.
And what? During your upkeep, lose 2 life.
It's a rare. It's a nice, powerful rare for cheap.
Well, it's got Island Walk, so you can just go over the person.
Yeah.
And you're hitting at Juggernaut speed. And they're going to bolt it after you take your 2 damage. Well, lose 2 life, I should say.
Yeah. All right. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was fun. All right. There's our rares. Slide it. Boop. There you go. Yeah. We got Soul, Echo. Whoops. I'll just pull them up. Rares.
Definitely one of my favorite series.
There you go. And look at the artworks. The artworks are great.
This set of cards, just the backgrounds and everything blended really well with the pictures in comparison to some of them.
Yeah.
They just were stunning when you opened the pack. It was a joy to open these the first time when they came out.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So if you like this, hit the like button. If you like Cousin Bob, don't double tap the like button because that turns it off. Sorry.
It's okay. They probably won't.
Yeah. Well, share it. Share it. That'll be the best part. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Hit the like button.